Good morning, everybody. Apparently we're live, so I'm just waiting for a few of you to come join me. Oh, anybody going to come join me? Makes me wonder whether the technology is working. That's the trouble. Oh, no, there we go. We're okay. There's just that second where I don't know whether the broadband's dropped out, and actually I'm just talking to myself in the spare room. But no, it all looks fine. Good morning, everybody. I am Tanya from the Woolly Tangle. Currently live from the spare room, come workroom, come kind of, yeah, we've all got them, haven't we? We cram everything into one room. Yeah, I'm in North Wales, sandwiched between the mountains and the sea, and it's currently not raining, which is a bit of a nice break from the last few days. So yeah, I run the Woolly Tangle and I make yarn, colourful. I make project bags and a few other bits and pieces as well. And I've got some lovely things to show you this morning. Hope you're ready for them. I'm going to turn you round so you can see the other side and see all the squishy goodies. So, whoa, sorry, we just go a bit wonky while I try and get to the button. Ready, go. Hey, there we go. Squishy things and lots of lovelies. So, I've done Yorkshire Yarn Fest a few times, but I've got a few new things in since last time. So, and a few things which are absolutely brand spanking new in this morning, like these lovely dapper foxes. I'm quite enjoying these foxes. Look at them. Can I get a shout out for foxes in top hats and monocles? I mean, honestly. So I do a few sizes of project bags. That one is the kind of middle size. That's good for shawls, kind of 200 gram projects. So new in as of last night, we have dapper foxes. We have some lovely peacock feathers. This is a lovely kind of grey and almost a silvery tracery on those feathers. And then we've got a nice bright rainbow raindrops. And who doesn't love a loaded up llama? Or possibly an alpaca, I never can tell. Apparently llamas have ears shaped like bananas. That's what somebody told me last time I did these, but it's really hard to tell when they're printed on a bag. So yeah, so those are good for sort of 200 grams. We have other sizes. Where are the other ones? I'm going to whiz you past the yarn. We'll come back to the yarn, don't worry. So these are the sock bags. So these are kind of 100 grams, so socks, mitts, hats, that kind of thing. I've got some very nice beach hats there, nice summery theme. I'm sure some of you have been on the beach this week, but I certainly haven't been. It's been far too wet and rainy. I'm waiting for the sun to come back. We've got some nice birds and ladybirds. We've got the travelling llamas and the funky raindrops and the dapper foxes in the sock bags as well. Now this is just a small selection. I've got quite a lot more on the shop, but obviously 15 minutes goes quite quick and I've only got room for one table in my in my spare room. So I have to give you a little bit of a cut down version. If there's anything you particularly want to see that I haven't got out, give me a shout later. I am at the Woolly Tangle on Instagram. I'll put it in the comments in a minute when I finish the video, so you can link to it there and I can always show you, or they are all available on the website, which is thewoollytangle.co.uk. So the next size up for bags is this one, which is a kind of sweater size, I call it, although obviously it depends how big your sweater is, but it'll get about 500 grams in, as long as you're not trying to cram too many other things in with it. If you're wanting to carry needle rolls and that sort of thing, you're looking at about 400 grams. So we've got, again, nice summery beach huts, very seasonal for the storms we've been having. We've got some summer garden flowers and some butterflies. I'm going to try and take that one in slowly so you can see the print without the camera going all wonky doodle. We've got more raindrops. We've got some stargazing foxes. Apologies for the shadows, I've got the daylight lamps up, but I've got one on either side, so it does make it a bit wonky. And we've got some lovely tartan sheep. So these are stiffened and lined, and once you've got yarn in the bottom, they will stand up on their own, so you can knit from them as you would a yarn bowl, or you can just zip them up on the top and cart them around places. I take mine all over the place, including the beach, which does make for quite sandy projects sometimes. Right, apologies for the gap there. There is a little bit of a gap where my my backdrop doesn't go to, but this is the way we do these things in a house. So these are the biggest bags we do. That's a very funky Barry sheep. I don't know why it's called Barry, but there you go. And then there's a few other ones of these. Now, I'll be honest, I am highlighting some of, so these ones are on clearance. I am already well into planning for autumn and winter, so I've got quite a lot of stuff which needs to exit the building now because I haven't really got room to get Christmas and autumn in. So these ones up here are 20% off, these three. Now these will take around about 900 grams of yarn, so they're designed for larger sweaters. I did a harvest cardie in mine, blankets, that sort of thing. They do have pockets on the inside to help you with your organisation. I'll come back to Barry because I'm just showing you the same thing otherwise, aren't I? But yeah, so these are all on the website. Now there is a coupon code running for 15% off, which will get you 15% off your full priced ones. The clearance are all 20% plus, so you can't use your coupon code on those, but you're getting more off, so you're not losing out. So I'll show you the last pile over here. So these are some more in clearance, and these are down to 1s and 2s. So there's only one of those hummingbirds left now. There's a couple of this lovely forest one. Sorry, I'm a little bit awkward because I've crashed into my daylight lamp, so it's they're rather large. Again, last one of the teal lanterns there. There's a couple of dragonflies left and 2 of those blue llamas. So if you want any of those, you're going to have to get in quick. And also they will probably be coming off the website in the next couple of weeks because I am booking up actual proper in-person shows, which will be very exciting, including Yorkshire Yarn Fest on the 28th of August in York. So if you are local enough to come join us, it would be lovely to see you. Hop over to the Yorkshire Yarn Fest account. Oh no, I'm on the Yorkshire Yarn Fest account. Have a look on the Yorkshire Yarn Fest account for the website details because you need to book your ticket. Right, so I'm tempting you with yarn while I waffle. So I've got a few bases on the website. This is the merino silk, and I've added in a few new colourways. Now, I've done the colourways on quite a few different bases. So this is Iris, and that's on the merino silk base. I've also got that on a sock and the alpaca merino, which if I stop waffling, I might have time to show you. That's another new one. That's the Summer Cove. So that's kind of all the teals and blues of the sea with the golds of the sand. We've got lavender haze, and you can see I've sort of popped these next to some that, oh, come back in focus camera, there we go, that they match in with. So that one matches in quite nicely with the clematis or with the summer pudding. Now this one's been really popular. I think we must all like our desserts. This is a good mix of plums and reds and pinks. So these are all in 4-ply, but I do stock it on DK and lace weight as well. If I haven't got the colour in stock you're eyeing up, please drop me a message because I can dye it up for you. That's not a problem. Right, that's one of the merino silk samples. So that's one of my patterns, that shattered slate in clematis. That's a more semi-solid version than I've got on the table there. And coming over into the middle, we've got this lovely base. I love this base. This is the merino yak silk. It's just, I love the stitch. It's really nice and soft and trades beautifully. I've got a lot of colours going on in this one. So that's the summer pudding. So it dyed up much darker, dark and mysterious, on the yak base. So let's take a look at those. So we've got Proud Peacock, which is a nice mix. Very, very blue. It's a little bit more teal in real life. It's coming out very blue. Just the nature of the camera on the phone, I'm afraid. That one's Summer Cove again. So you can see the difference between that and the merino silk. They take the dye in a completely different way. That's why I have so many bases. And this is Mossy Walls. This is a new one. Again, a nice mix of greens and sages. Now new in, I think, completely since I last saw you. I'm just keeping an eye on the clock. I'm going to run out of time if I'm not careful. Oh, apparently I'm breaking up. I'm really sorry. That's probably our internet. Our internet's not brilliant. Oh dear, this is not going well, is it? But right, I'm going to plough on in the hope that it sorts itself out. So we've got, these are British sock yarn, done with 75% British wool, 25% nylon. And I've got some of the same colours in these. So this one's a summer pudding. We've got mossy walls on that one, and that shows you just how differently these dye up. The darker ones, so those ones over in the middle, are the merino yak silk. Sorry, it's all breaking up a bit, isn't it? I think that's the iris, and that one is summer cove. So that's come out completely differently. It's also a lot bluer than it's showing on my phone. It's coming out very green on there. But there's a sample sock here which gives you an idea of how they knit up. Obviously, it's all dependent on your stitch count and what pattern you're working, but it gives you a rough idea of how things are going. I've got 2 minutes left. So right, I'm going to show you my jumper because I love my jumper. I was going to put it on table, but I thought it would be better shown on the table. So this is a pattern by Tin Can Knits. It's the Raindrops pattern. And I've done this in the First Dawn colourway, which is that one there. Now these are done on the alpaca merino base. It's a 50-50. It is a non-superwash, this one. But it is very soft, very squishy and very warm. And again, I've got a lot of the same colours on this. So there's Iris, there's the Summer Cove, First Dawn. This one is Silver Birch. And that one is Shepherd's Delight. Oh, actually, that's Falklands Merino. I've pulled the wrong one out of the cupboard. So that's a pure 100% Falklands Merino, that one, rather than the alpaca merino. But there we go. My cupboard needs a little bit more organisation, I think. Right, okay, I'm going to call it a day at that, partly because I have no idea whether you're still with me if the internet's playing up, and partly because I'm nearly out of time. So thank you for joining me. I hope you've managed to stick with me. Our internet's a little temperamental here. It's one of the joys of rural living, I'm afraid. I will be loading this up onto my account as well, so hopefully the video will be a better quality than the live. Fingers crossed. I have no idea whether that will be a thing, but we'll see. The website is thewoollytangle.co.uk. I am at The Woolly Tangle on Instagram, and you can use the code Yorkshire Yarn Fest at checkout for 15% off your full price things. Stick around because there's lots more coming up. There's lots more lovely vendors coming up, and personally I want to see if the Woolly Badger has finished her jumper yet. She's been trying to finish her latest summer down top, and I don't know whether she's managed it, so that's what I'm hanging on for. I'm hanging on for the Woolly Badger. But there's loads of lovely vendors coming on in between us. So yeah, have a lovely Saturday. Go and enjoy the show, and I'll see you all again soon. Thank you very much.